Today's Thursday. You're seeing this on Friday, and I am so curious on how this is going to pan out with the rabbit. I wonder how many people thought that the white kangaroo was a rabbit. I wonder how many. So today, the unit we worked on yesterday, the light apartment, same one. We got to go back there and replace the garbage disposal, the drains, put the wonder board underneath the sink, get that one wrapped up today. I got to go to Lowe's, pick up all the parts for the next unit, which is basically the same thing. They don't have carpet in there yet, but and we got a couple work orders. We got one guy put in multiple work orders for the same freaking thing. A tenant put in a work order for thermostat flashing low battery. Change the freaking battery, bro. Remember to get you a sticker for the Milwaukee bag. Woo-hoo. Get you a sticker on that. We'll give that away pretty soon. Probably middle of the week, next week. We'll give that away. Do a giveaway on it. Or I might just go live. Probably go live next Friday on that one. Because that's I gotta have at least $80 to ship it out, because there's no telling where it's gonna go. If it goes to California, it costs me more. But anyway, weather's getting cold, starting to turn cold right now. Just a heads up for you maintenance guys who do construction, whatever you're freaking doing. If you're carrying around batteries with you, if you got batteries in your truck, take them out at night. The cold, sub-cold, it'll mess with the batteries. You'll it'll mess them up. It'll mess the batteries up if you leave them out in the cold. Just because I had a couple years back, I had some batteries go bad because I left them in the cold, too cold. You know what I'm saying? Let me stretch. I had to sit and think about this one for a little bit. Today's good word comes from Luke 11, verse 43. It's regards to the Pharisees. Woe to you. Pharisees back in the day were the religious people. I am all that, basically. It says, woe to you Pharisees, for you love the best seat in the synagogue and the greatest and the greeting in the marketplace. It kind of talks about people's admiration and people. You're always seeking after everyone else's approval and everyone else's, hey man, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's in a nutshell, it's not to be prideful, or to think that you're better than everyone else, that you're seeking after just the pat on the back all the time, versus seeking after the Lord, making sure that you're right with Him. What's more important, be right with God, or to get a pat on the back, because that people, just like this YouTube channel, man, people want to go watch this video once, they're going to go on and do something else. So to seek after people's approval and people's, you're all that in a bag of chips, that don't mean nothing. It's pride creep up in you. That's a real quick way of getting pride creep up in you. You get too prideful, man, you will fall. You will bust you'll chip a tooth, man. So, in layman's terms, world life or life world, whatever you want to call it, like you go to work every day and your main goal in your head is to be acknowledged for every freaking thing that you do all day long, or you did it better than everybody else, or you got the best tools, or you got the best truck, You know what I mean? That's trying to get everyone else's to acknowledge you better than everybody else. You know, that's the beginning of pride. Pride will destroy you. I know. Testimony. Not too many years ago, I was making $150,000, $200,000 a year. I had 2 companies going at the same time. I worked for a company. I worked probably 12 hours a day ish. Took weekends off. Freaking out of town. Go off-roading all the time. Man, I had all the toys. I made fat money. And I got prideful. When I hit my peak of pride, within 6 months, no less than that. Well, probably. I'd say within 6 months of me hitting my peak of my pride, I'm doing this, I do that. I had the best trucks, I had the best toys. I lost everything. I lost my marriage. I lost my job. I lost my businesses. And I ended up in a very bad part of town with nothing. No job, no income. Nobody would speak to me. My kids wouldn't even talk to me. It became my journey, the wayward son journey. And God pulled me back from that. It took a couple years, man. Hard years. I got addicted to drugs. Was an addict for 3 years. And that was all that in a bag of chips, man. But when God got me back to my senses, ish, he straightened me up, and I'm here. And I'm in a better place now than I ever have been. As far as my walk with God. It means more to me. It means more to me than anything. It's my walk with God. Because I've been down the rabbit hole, bro. I've been the parable of the wayward son is that he had everything and he wanted his riches and he ran from his father and went out and blew all his money and laid in the bed with prostitutes and partied with all his friends until his money ran out. And when his money ran out, he was in a pig pen. He was eating slop. Now, this is back in Bible days, you know what I'm saying? That was bad. And he woke up one morning and realized where he was and that his servants at his father's house were eating better than he was. So he picked himself up, cleaned himself off, and went home. And when his father saw him, father ran to him, threw his coat on him. He said, "Kill the calf. We're going to eat. We're going to party hard because my son's come home. You know, we're going to have a feast, a festival." Point is that the Father loves you, man. He wants you to come home. You run the world and you've done what you wanted to do. But when your mind is clear enough that you see that you messed up, bro, the Father's always waiting for you. Father's waiting for you to come home, bro. Remember that. He's waiting. Somebody need to hear that. Anyways, on that note, let's pray about this day. Let's get on with it. We got works to do, bro. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for forgiveness. I thank you for bringing me home. I thank you for your grace and your mercy upon us, Lord. Father, I pray that you would watch over this day. Guide us to know thy will for this day, Lord. Guide my hands and my eyes and my mind to know thy will for this day, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. So my first work order was for a thermostat, flash and battery, whatever. It wasn't even on. So I put battery in it, made sure the thermostat was working properly, heat kicked on, blah, blah. That's good to go. The second one was a water leak above the bathtub. These kids work third shift, and it's only 9:30 and they're in bed asleep. So the problem is that it's the one bedroom, so you have to go right in front of the door to get to the bathroom. And I looked in there, and they're both laying in the bed sleeping, even though I yelled maintenance a half dozen times. So I'll come back later on today, and we'll check that out. They've got an access panel, because I did look in the bathroom. They have an access panel up there, so it's right above the bathtub. So it's the apartment above them. Their bathtub's leaking again. I don't know what's up with that, but we'll definitely come back on that one. So we'll run over to the other property and check out this AC. This guy put in 2 freaking work orders for discoloration around the freaking air conditioner. Whatever. I think he just moved in. But we'll check that out, and then we'll run back by and put some light bulbs in the hallway over here, and then we'll get started on the kitchen sink drain. We'll have to tear all that out and put a new garbage disposal in. Cool beans? So I went over there and looked at the air conditioner. He said it had mold, discoloration, whatever, around the AC. It wasn't around the AC, it was inside the AC. It took me a minute to find it. Shine the light in there, and it's a newer air conditioner. And it has foam all the way around where the blower is. So as the blower is spinning, it throws out any moisture. So the moisture gets on there, and then you get it growing, bro. But the problem with that is it's a newer air conditioner, so I have to take it out and tear it apart and cut the foam out of the top. You can't take it apart. So you have to cut it out, scrub and then you gotta let it dry for a couple days, put some antibacterial in there, microbial, and then you have to reseal the same piece of foam in there. It causes problems because sometimes I've had the foam rattle, so you got to tear the back part and redo it. So I told the boss, this is funny. So I come over here, I had to get light bulbs. Told the boss, hey man, we're gonna have to order an air conditioner so that we have a backup, and then I'll take his, swap it out, and scrub that one down whenever I get a minute. You know, because it's going to take days for that to dry before I can put it back together. And she said, well, it's out of cooling season, so we're not going to worry about it. So I told her, you address the tenant then. I'm not telling him I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That tenant will lose his freaking mind. Anyways, gotta go do some lights in the hallway real quick, just light bulbs. Then I'm going to run over to Lowe's to get the parts. Cool? Let's do this, man. Alrighty. So, now we gotta pull all this junk stuff out of here. And get all this disconnected. This is already broke, so I just gotta spin this off. Pull the wire out. And then we'll have to put the wire back together, put it back in the wire in the case. Good thing about this side is I only have to replace this one pipe, knock out the pipe, and reconnect the drain for the dishwasher. So this side over here is not too hateful. Not too hateful anyway. Get in there and get all that wire in me. That's funny. This guy never used his garbage disposal. Wow. That's a flathead. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Nope, that ain't coming out. We're just going to break it off. Oh, bruh. So, it's, of course, this is after lunch. So, big kudos to what was his name? Randy. That won the little contest with the rabbit. Well, that was a pretty sneaky one, too. That bad boy was tucked inside. She was hiding from you, bro. This thing's janky. We'll get that wire out there. There we go. Take this back off. We'll have to reuse this. Good thing about these is that they're just screwed in there. I need to get a hold of that. Let me show you what I bought today. Cool tool. I got me a Gerber. I don't care much for those little handheld tools like this, because there's always something that you're like, crap, I need this, crap, I need that, and they don't have it, right? Well, check this set out. It's a pair of big hand. Look how big that is. A pair of pliers, and it's adjustable, so you can slide it over. Now it's a small one. Ain't that cool? And then it's got, of course, it's got a knife. It's got a knife on it for cutting wood. Knife to cut stuff with. And then the really cool part is this. Look at that. It's a Phillips head, right? And it comes out. But on the end, these two little fingers here, flip it up, there's another Phillips, or smaller Phillips, and a flat head. Perfect. That's all I need, man. I need a screwdriver, and it locks in place too, by the way. You gotta push it down. Is that how you do it? Push it down and unlock it. Yeah, you gotta open it up a little bit. And then this is a pair of pliers. Ain't that cool? It's big pliers too, not no little dinky things. And that's what I always have a problem with, is that those hand tools that you buy for your pocket never has a big enough bite. Why is it not coming out? Don't make me get mad with you. Well, that should be unscrewing, but it's not. Well, come on, there he goes. It's just old and busted, son. This junk, get that out. So when you got a new garbage disposable and you have a dishwasher that's connected to it, the little nipple sticks out. It's actually capped off. So you can take just about anything. Actually, you can take a pair of needle nose and pop it out. You just push it in, and then it falls down the side. You just gotta make sure you get it out. Get it out. Where'd you go, bro? There we go. You gotta get that little piece of plastic out of the side of it. So now the dishwasher can hook right up to that with no problem. So we're gonna put a new parts on it. A new ring, metal ring. And some of these, there's a groove on the inside that goes all the way around this rim. Some of them don't. I like to just put this in the hole, the washer in the hole, and then when you mash it down, this pinches in there. I guess you could do it both ways. Just for some reason, I just thought about that, because I know somebody's gonna be like, oh no, you gotta put the washer on first. I don't really care, bro. Works in my house. Guarantee it don't leak. If it leaks, I'll call your sister. She can come fix it. should be that one right there. Well, yeah. Nope, it's the blue one. It's the blue tip, man. I'm just going to use this because it's quicker. That, and it's got a magnet on it. And just stick it on there. Run it in. Oh, we use power tool for everything. I thought it was funny the other day when I did these outlets. This is the same kitchen that's got the outlets in it. That one guy made that comment about, what was it? Oh, he made a comment about, you can't use a power tool, man, for putting breakers in or something. I forget what it was. I just laughed at him. Well, I sure did in my house, didn't I? And the one kid, I really appreciate him. He was slick, man. He was like, hey, man, you said you were going to put the on the outlet for GFI. You were talking about, because his comment was, you said put the line in the bottom and the load at the top or whatever, and you put both of them in the same hole. Yeah, because the reason why is because the GFIs, you can do it just for itself, so power in, power out at the line, or you can protect something, so power in at the line, power out going to the load. So if I was protecting another outlet in the kitchen area, then yeah, that's what I would have done. I was also not really in the mood to carry. But anyways, TMI. Let's put this in real quick. I just want to make sure that I'm gonna lock on here and not have any problems. And she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Okay. So now I'll hook the power back up. 2 wires in the ground, bro. Before I get started on this, well, I mean, I'm already into it, but hey, do me a favor. If you're a praying person, do me a favor. There's a kid that I know, his name is Dylan. And I just found out he lost his job. And he's going through some mental health issues. Pretty bad. I can't get into all the details, but if you're a praying person, I pray that you would pray for him. That the Lord would comfort him and protect him from the demons that are around him. Appreciate it, man. Everybody needs prayer, and if you're a praying person, please pray for him. Write it down on a piece of paper. Pray for him this week. Cool? Appreciate it. Let's get to work. Part. Then we'll put the new one on there. Easy peasy, bruh. Gotta watch these metal ones, man. They have a tendency to come apart on you. Cool. I'm gonna reuse this because it's the plastic one that came with it. Cool. So we'll get the shorty out. Get the shorty out. Look at that, bro. Look how close that is. I don't like that. You know. You see my other one. I'd like to have that about. Well, I like to have about right there. So let's cut this. I love this tool. I swear, man, it's the best freaking tool I ever bought. I love this freaking thing. Little rigid pipe cutter. Because it cleans up the edge. There's no rough edge. Got smooth tight. I just love this thing. Put in the link. Affiliation. Let's get to work, man. Get to work. Quit gabbing. So I put my ring back on it. Put the nasty on it. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, you should wear gloves. Okay. Wow, that's tight. I think I made it a little too long. Well, what do you know about that, back, Jimmy? Okay. So let's put a ring on the top. And this one will be done. Put it right there. I just now realized I kept smelling something funny. It just dawned on me. The air conditioner is running. And and the heat at the same freaking time. I'm smelling the baseboards getting hot. You know how it burns off that dust? That's funny. I turned them on yesterday because it was a little cool. Cool, so this side's done. We just go hook up the dishwasher. And we are golden, bro. Golden. Some of you guys think it's a fascination that, or just the weirdest thing that I use a little 9-inch. I've always used these for this. Because it'll bite both sides and you don't have to stress with a regular pair of pliers. And mine is adjustable. This, when it goes all the way in, it's good for 1.25-inch pipe. Now you can do it however you want to do it, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me, boss. Anyway, let's disconnect the dishwasher and hook it up. Well, that was not fun. Somebody cut the tip end of that hose off. So I had to heat the plastic of the rubber up, then take a pair of needle nose and swell it out as hard as I could just to get that bad boy on there. And then I zip tied it up, so good to go. I love working underneath these sinks. It's so friendly, up close and personal. Do the other side, man. So on this side, it's a pretty plain Janer. We're just gonna take the nut off, take the top off, and put a new piece of pipe in there. Looks good for my house, bro. Let's check the other side and see how good it's gonna work. I love this light. Caulk right on the sink, man. Looks like it's gonna be okay. Okay. Alright, for my next trick, this edge here is sticking up. Somebody's replaced this wood. And you guys think I'm a hack. This is contact paper. I'm guaranteed the previous maintenance put this on. So I need to catch this and pull this down just slightly. Just the edge of it. Bury the head of that screw. Right there too, just a little bit. It's got like 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/16 lip, and I just need to pull that down, just enough to get it past. Get the new tool out. Nope, wrong side. Just need to get. Man, that knife is freaking sharp, dude. I can skin a pig with this. I'm gonna skin you next, bro. Next smart comment I get, I'm gonna skin them. I'm just joking. Alright, so that side's good. I'll put one over here on this side. It has staples. it has some staples there. So I just need to make sure it's flat. Don't cut yourself, bro. See if I can get a hold of that. Little staple. Man, that freaking tool is awesome, dude. You'd think I was trying to sell this or something. Hey, want to buy one? Buy a sticker. Anyways, just joking. I'm shooting them in at an angle to catch the face of the base plate. There we go. That is perfect right there. All right. The reason why I did that is because I'm gonna put that wonder bolt under here. Call it whatever you want. It's a wonder it works for me. And I'm not doing this now. I've already pre-cut it. Let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. And then the corners in the front gotta go down in there. Dude, that's a perfect fit. Almost perfect. Alright, so the corner over here is a little fat. It's a little pungy right there. It's under a little tension. Let's see if I can't cut the end of this off. Oh, just need a pair of snips. Cut the end of it off here. It cuts pretty easy, man. So it's still got a little bit of a hot spot right there. So I'll probably just shoot a screw right behind it in order to pull it down. Because the material's not perfect, the surface is not perfect. So yeah, I'll just put a screw right in the back. It's a hidden screw. Kind of like a hidden rabbit. Cool. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'll pull the edge up just slightly and I'll put some silicone under it. Same thing on this side. A little bit of silicone in the front just to help bond it down real quick. Where's my gun? This is what's left over from yesterday. So let's cut the end of it off because, you know, silicone, it dries up real quick. So, and this is white silicone, by the way. This is just what's left over from yesterday. Just a dab. There we go. Put some over here. There we go. Get the corner tucked back in. That'll help to keep the front down. Okay. Now what I'll do is this real small edge here, a real tiny bead of silicone on that. Yeah, real tiny little bead of silicone on it just to cover the edge of it up. Same thing over here. And then in the back all the way around, I'll run a bead of silicone on that to make it sealed up so that water gets in here, it doesn't get underneath it. You know what I mean? It'll just stay in here to a certain degree, you know, because you got a hole there in the corner where the pipe goes through. Cool. Get my screws up. Excuse me. Alrighty. I'm gonna burn up the rest of this before I open up the new one. Yep, I just ran out. That's the cool part about this gun is when you get to the end, it doesn't keep going, it stops. And then you push this button and it releases. Then you can pull it out, put your new tube in there, and then this all screws apart. You can take this off and get in there and clean out silicone. See all that silicone's in there? That's where I had a tube that busted on me. And it has all kinds of settings on it. You can turn the trigger up on it so it drives it faster. When you pull the trigger, Watch it. When you pull the trigger, it goes, the farther back you pull on the trigger, the faster it goes. I've only got mine set at 5, so it doesn't go very fast. That's as fast as it's gonna go. But I can turn it up. See how fast that's moving some caulk, bro. But I'll keep it about 4. But when you let go of the trigger, so you're going, when you let go, it automatically pulls back. So if you need to get it out, or if you need to pull it back a little farther, just tap it and it pulls itself back. Cool? Cool tool, man. Pull it back. Where's the mother tube at? There it is. We'll pinch this off the end. Just a little hole. I don't need a big hole. And it does come with a poker. Silicone, you always got poked. I'll poke it a couple times. And the other cool part about this, because you can take it apart, is that you can take it apart and clean it. So it's been a while since I cleaned mine. And the reason why I use a power gun is because if you're doing something like this with silicone, it's just a constant stream. I'll explain the reason why I bought it in a minute. Get back in here. Not the best for that. But let's get a paper towel and a glove. I don't want to have to wipe this off my hands multiple times. Put us on some gloves. Now you get the gloves out. Yeah. That shit, that washes off. The silicone doesn't come off of it. What's on my glove? No way. I burnt you on my gloves already. Alright, whatever. Well, we'll thumb it. Next little trick is I got to put a cabinet stop right here because the cabinet door doesn't want to stay shut. I'll take this little magnet. I can't see anything like that. Couple doorknobs to put in real quick. I'll show you how to do that in case you've never done one. Let's go do it. The bathroom light come out pretty good. Not bad at all. Bathtub looks pretty good too. And the floor. Now we're gonna put a knob in. So your door strike needs to go in here. Put it in the hole. And you gotta remember, put your, it has a, this is the part that's gonna hit the door strike. So if you put it the other way, the door won't shut. Just because I've seen it done. This is a bathroom door. Bed and bath always gets a lock. It's a safety thing. It's got to do with domestic violence. So if you need to hide in a bedroom, a lock, even though these are hollow doors, a lock will give you safety for just a couple more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Got some crazy woman chasing around the house. I need to hide from her. She's scaring me. She's gonna beat me up. You get the point, man. Yeah, it's just you line everything up. Put the screws in. And you're probably wondering, why are the screws outside the door? That's in case something happens and somebody needs to get into the bathroom or into the bedroom without busting the door down. They can take the screws out and you can actually push the little plunger and open up the door. Make sure everything lines up. We're good to go, man. Always make sure your door's locked. On bed and bathrooms and rental properties, the door always has to lock. So, here's another thing. In the package, you're gonna have one of these little keys. This little key here is how you unlock the door from the outside. Usually, so you lock it, and normally you can push it in, and it unlocks the door. Sometimes you have it like a screwdriver or like a flathead screw. Turn it in there and turn it. So that's the reason why it's got a flat head on it. You stick it straight in and you just turn it until you feel it drop in. And you can also lock it from the outside. I'm gonna lock you in. So when you do apartments, rental properties, whatever, this right here, you always leave it in the apartment, always. Always set it on top of the door frame. Always put it on top of the door frame. I like to set it to the left, just poking out. The reason why is because if a small child gets locked in there, the parent can get them out. I've gone out on calls where a girl, her two kids got locked in the bathroom and they couldn't get the kid to open up the door. They were a little bit, one was about, I think one was less than a year old and the other one was about 3 and the bathtub was running. Cops called me. They were going to kick the door in, but they were afraid to kick the door in because of the small child on the other side of the door. They were afraid that they would hit the child with the door. So I ran over there and let them in. Because the officer didn't know that if you take the 2 screws out, you can turn the center with the outside piece of the doorknob. You just push the inside in. I'll show you how to do it on this door. Okay, let's go do the other one. Hello, my name is Ray. And I'm going to demonstrate to you how to get into a bedroom door or bathroom door if the door's locked. This doorknob is locked. Not joking. Okay? Most of your rental properties, they have these keys. It looks like a little sardine can opener. Okay? This should be on top of your door frame. You stick it in. So you take the key, you stick it in straight, and you turn until you feel it drop. You'll feel it catch, and then you just turn the key and it opens up the door. That's the easiest way to get in. Mine is kicking the freaking door in. Okay? Now, what if you don't have this key? I'll show you how to get in. You usually have to have a Phillips screwdriver. So, if you're trying to get in a door, bedroom door or bathroom door, and you don't have the key's missing. If you got a drill or a Phillips screwdriver, each side there's a screw. Just back them out. Okay. You kind of want to give a pull on the doorknob, so that you don't lose the inside part. See how that's sticking out? You just push it in. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get it started, but you can push it in. Once you get it pushed in, let me get hold of some drill, push it in, and then the center, you can see how the center is? You need to push this over. So if you take your tip of your screwdriver and lay it at the bottom and push to the right, the door just came open. That's all there is to it. I hope this has been helpful to somebody or keep it in the back of your mind, because you might need to know this information someday. If a door is locked, you can get in. Now, if it has a pad or a key lock, you can't do that. You have to drill the lock out. But for a small child, in the case of emergency, that's how to get in. Have a good day from the Ray Man. I'm gonna show you something I just learned. Did you catch that? Ain't that cool? That magnet is strong enough that you can get it on that screw. That's cool, ain't it? The reason why I said that is because of this. In these bedrooms, there's no light. There's no ceiling light. So when I was putting that doorknob on, lights up the room. And I can turn it. You can't get it out too far, but I can extend it out or go to the pointing like that, and now I can shine across the room. Ain't that cool? See? In the dark, bro. In the dark. Let the light shine. Let the light shine in the dark. I just thought that was cool, man, because I don't have any light in here, so I can actually turn it this way and shine it down. Ain't that cool? Anyways, enough with the goofing off, man. Done for the day. Back here in the shop, goofing off for a second. Get ready to take off. Just show you this tool I got. Anyways, hey, if you got my subs, go over and check out Zuma Vlogs. I'll post a picture of it right there. He's a pretty cool guy, man. He's gonna start doing some videos with his drone. So check him out, man. Appreciate it. Send him some love. Go over there and say hi. He does hotel maintenance. Super nice guy. For those who don't know him, go check him out. Anyways, I just want to show you this real quick. So, like I said, I don't care much for multi-tools in my pocket because it always weighs down. There's a DeWalt. I bought this, I don't know, a couple months ago. Brand freaking new. And it opens up really. It's a cool little pocket tool, you know. But with this, it doesn't give you a lot of grab. You know what I mean? It's perfect for a pocket tool, but it's kind of cute. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is all the little gadgets here are just pretty. You know, the little Phillips, how it's all chrome plated, and scissors. Yeah, this is a perfect tool to throw in your pocket or throw in your car. That way, you emergency. You know, and that's the reason why I bought this. But you know what I mean? It's a man tool, bro. That's a man tool. I really like that, man. I really like it a lot. You know, that's a pretty cool little tool. Gerber. So, anyways, that's the difference between the two. Baby tool, man tool. Hey, I did speak to that girl today. Just FYI, I'm being weird. I mean, you gotta watch what you say, but I spoke to that girl that lives over here by the shop. She's a nice little girl. Her and her, I think it's her husband, boyfriend, whatever, they live over there. Nice kids. But I asked her today if she'd be interested in doing a live stream, if she needed to watch YouTube, and if she ever watched any live streams. She said, yeah. I said, I'm looking for somebody to join up with me and read the comments and stuff and keep up with that, kind of like a moderator. That way, you know, I can just focus on answering the questions and talking to people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just thought it'd be kind of cool. And so we'll see how that pans out. She says she'd be interested, but, you know, it's kind of shock and awe. You know, some maintenance guy walk up, hey, you want to be on YouTube? You know what I mean? It's kind of freaking weird. But anyways, man, I'm out. God bless you. Remember, be kind, because not everybody's having a good day, bro. Okay? Be kind. Love you.